Misogynist slogans, intimate photos, rape. Great Britain is shocked by thousands of cases of sexual violence reported by students. Elite colleges are also affected. After thousands of reports of sexual violence in schools, pressure is mounting on the UK government to act. Education Secretary Gavin Williamson called the attacks on public and private schools shocking and shameful. He announced that the government would take appropriate action. Affected are, among others, elite institutions such as Eton College or St. Paul's College. Pupils from the age of 11 are said to have been abused. The attacks range from misogynist statements to the publication of intimate photos to rape, the London Times reported. On Twitter, Gavin called on all victims of such attacks to turn to someone they trust. This could be a relative, a friend, a teacher, a social worker, or the police. A school, whether it is independent or state-owned, should never be an environment in which young people do not feel safe, much less a place where sexual abuse can take place. And I have to agree a lot with him. The Everyone's Invited website has already collected around 10,000 reports from victims, often girls, of sexual violence in the UK. Sarah Sommer, now 22, started the website in June 2020. The violent death of the 35-year-old Londoner Sarah Everhart in early March had significantly increased the response to the website. Sommer complains that there's a culture of rape in Britain. Sexual violence usually goes unpunished, she says. London police have since said they are investigating reports of some particularly serious offences. The National Council of Police Chiefs, the NPCC, urged parents to report their sons to the police if they have committed sexual assault. A UK government spokeswoman said, "The government is in contact with everyone's invited to provide support, protection and advice to those affected." And that is the important first step to do, but I hope that this whole thing will be cleared, that the allegations will be checked, because that really is something serious. We're talking about sexism in language, which is more, don't understand me wrong, but I have to call it this because of the lack of words. Otherwise, that is already a luxury problem compared to this problem where you are in cases really assaulted. And we have to stop that more, and then we can go to the rest. Although many will say it starts with the small things and then exceeds to that. But if it has an amount like it is reported now, I can't verify the figures, so I have to take it the way as it's reported at the moment. If it really is that way, that those physical assaults are there in numbers, that has to be dealt with accordingly now. And then, of course, we have to go to the roots, talk about the language and everything else, but this is urgent. If it has an amount like this, it is urgent. I hope you didn't misunderstand me. Of course, any kind of harassment is bad, and I talk about the hate on social media and stuff like this often already. And we have some kind of lack of empathy since the social media is there somehow. People think they can leave out their darkest sides, and that is somehow brought over to real life, interpersonal life and stuff like this as well. So we do have a real problem there everywhere. This in the UK now is just an example because it's an extreme one in the physical realities. But we have to deal with the whole problem as well. But this one, as I said, is now very urgent. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel. Auf Wiedersehen.